Okay, I need everybody to get out page 603 in their math book. So please get out 603. Make sure your name is at the top. Please put the date at the top as well. Today is Monday, April 20th. It says measure with a centimeter model. It says, how do you use a centimeter model to measure the lengths of objects? Now, this is what they want you to do. I gave everybody a centimeter cube. And what they want you to do is start here, put your cube at the end of the line, and draw a line, and then move your cube to that line, and hold it still, and draw a line, and then move your cube here, and draw a line, okay, and move your cube to the end, and draw a line, and now we're not counting the lines, we're counting the spaces. So we start here, and we have 1 hop, 2 hop, 3 hop, 4 hops. So that's 4 unit cubes, okay, or 4 centimeters. Now, I feel like if we measure with this thing all day, we're going to go crazy. So, set this aside. We're going to take a little shortcut. And I want you to get your decimeter, one of your decimeters, out of your baggie of materials that I prepared for you. Now, how many centimeters are in this? 10. So let's use this to measure. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, this is 7 cubes. Remember, do not count the lines, because when we're measuring, we have to count the hops. We have to count this space between the line. So we have 7 unit cubes there. On this bottom, use your decimeter. And how many unit cubes do we have there? And okay, if you said 5, you are correct. So we're using our decimeter instead. Now, I want you to turn this paper over. It says a unit cube is about 1 centimeter long. We actually don't need the word about here because it is. It is exactly 1 centimeter long. About how many centimeters long is this string? And they've done the whole bit where you take the unit cube and you make a mark, and you take the unit cube and you make a mark, and it takes forever. I'm sure that you would much rather go outside and play than to deal with that. So, it says here the string is about 11 centimeters long. I'm going to show you another way to measure this. Take your decimeter, okay, line it up. At the end of your decimeter, make a mark. Then you know that that's 10 centimeters. cm is how we abbreviate that. 10, and then I have one more here that makes 11. All right. So on number 1 here, it says use a unit cube. We're going to use our decimeter. We've got a purple straw we're measuring. So here's what you do. Take your decimeter, draw a line right here. Okay. Then you know that is 10 centimeters. And then we have 10, 11, 12, a tad bit more, yeah, almost to the 13, really close to the 13. So, of course, we're just going to say 13. All right. So, do the same thing here with the pencil. How many centimeters is that? Okay, I'm going to let you fill that in. And the same thing here. About how many centimeters? Oh, if you see here, this is 10 centimeters, which is also 1 decimeter. So I'm going to look for this on your paper. Then I will know you watched the video. I'm sneaky like that. So we're going to say about 10 centimeters or 1 decimeter. Okay. Finish page 604. Hit pause if you need to, and we'll move on to 605 in just a minute. Okay, gals and guys, I need you to get out page 605 and put your name at the top. And this is what I want you to do. Next to your name, I want you to draw a star. That's how I know you've watched the video, right? So then if you have a star, I am going to put your name on a piece of paper and enter you into a prize drawing, because that way I know that you watched the video and followed along. Right? Okay. Next, this says on your own. Use a unit cube, measure the length in centimeters. Well, we're not using our unit cube. We're using a decimeter. So those kids that didn't watch the video today, they're going to be fiddling with this thing, and it's going to take them forever. So aren't you glad you watched? Take your decimeter, measure that up. How many squares do we have? How many centimeters? And you should have put 5. Okay. Take your decimeter, measure this up. Oh, this is longer than a decimeter. So I'm going to do a mark here. Okay, then I know that that's 10 centimeters. And this is how many? 4. So what's 10 plus 4? Make sure you make a mark. If you don't make a mark, then you're not going to remember where you started and ended measuring, and you'll come up with some weird stuff. All right. Finish this page, page 605. Hit pause if you need to while you finish 605, and then hit play again. Here's our math on the spot, and this is a tricky one. You can watch Jeannie do it, but I'm going to try to help you with it myself. So it says, Mrs. Duncan measured the lengths of a crayon and a pencil. The pencil is double the length of the crayon. The sum of their lengths is 24 centimeters. What are their lengths? So she measured a crayon and a pencil. The pencil is double. So the pencil is twice as long as the crayon. So let's draw our pencil. That's my pencil. Pretty fancy. Okay, well, there's our pencil. I guess I can put a tip on it. Okay, and here's our crayon. So the pencil and the crayon, all right, so the pencil is the same length as 2 crayons. All right, so the pencil is double. So if I were measuring 2, a crayon would fit here and a crayon would fit here. All right. Now, all of this added up together is 24 centimeters. Okay, so basically we have 3 parts here. Okay, we have half of a pencil, and a crayon. So these 3 parts are all going to be the same length. All of them together add up to 24. So what 3 numbers can you think of that add up to 24? Okay, so here's 24, and I want to divide it up into 3 equal pieces. So what's that? So there's one piece, there's a piece, there's a piece. Okay, I have divided this 24 centimeters up into 3 equal pieces. Okay, so this would be the length of the pencil. Here is the length of the pencil. This is the length of the crayon. All right, you are going to need to count those up and write them in here. Hit pause if you need to while you're counting. Okay, and I'll hold that. So here is the length of the pencil. Here is the length of the crayon. All right. Number 10 is super easy. Okay. When you are done with this assignment, you're going to staple these together, making sure they're in order. Okay, so 603 and 605. The fringy is on the side. Staple this in the corner. When you don't staple it and I have to sort through all these papers, it about makes me go crazy. So please staple them together. That makes it a lot easier for me. Now, I'm going to give you a clue word, okay? At the end of the week, your parents are going to email me the clue words from the week, and you're going to be entered into a drawing for prizes. All right? Your clue word right now is tool. Okay? The clue word is tool. You can write that on your paper so you don't forget. Or for Monday, get out your Monday calendar. Okay? So your clue word for Monday is tool. So write tool down. All right? If you have that word, you're going to be entered for a drawing. Also, right now, make sure your name is on it. Bye.